Hello friends. Today we are going to learn about fundamental rights as given in part 3 of Constitution, Articles 12 to 35. These rights are essential to protect the liberty, dignity and the equality of every individual in India. Introduction and historical background. Originally, the Indian Constitution provided 7 fundamental rights. But after the 44th Constitutional Amendment in 1978, the right to property was removed as a fundamental right and made only a legal right under Article 300A. So today we have only 6 fundamental rights. These rights form the backbone of our democratic system. Authority and suspension during emergency. It is important to note that state legislatures do not have the power to make laws affecting fundamental rights. Only the president can do so. Also, during a period of national emergency, certain fundamental rights can be suspended, except Articles 20 and 21, which always remain protected. Article 21. Protection of life and personal liberty. Article 21 is one of the most important provisions in the Constitution. It states that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. Over time, the Supreme Court has expanded the meaning of Article 21 to include many important rights such as the right to dignity, a right to privacy, and a right to a clean environment. Article 21A, a right to education. With the 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002, the Constitution added a new fundamental right, right to 21A. This article makes free and compulsory education a right for all children between the ages of 6 and 14 years. So, elementary education is now a guaranteed fundamental right. Article 32, Heart and Soul of the Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar described Article 32 as the heart and soul of the Constitution. Why? Because Article 32 gives every citizen the right to constitutional remedies. If any fundamental right is violated, a citizen can directly approach the Supreme Court for protection and enforcement of their rights. PIL under Articles 32 and 226. Citizens can also file a public interest litigation, also known as PIL. A PIL can filed in the Supreme Court under Article 32 or in the High Court under Article 226. PIL allows people to seek justice not only for themselves but also for protection of public interest and the rights of others. 6 fundamental rights. Let us now quickly review the 6 fundamental rights given in the Constitution. A right to equality, a right to freedom, a right against exploitation, a right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, a right to constitutional remedies. Each of these rights plays a vital role in ensuring justice and fairness in society. Introduction to rights. To enforce fundamental rights, the Constitution empowers the Supreme Court and High Court to issue 5 types of writs. Writs are special orders used to protect the rights of citizens. Habeas corpus. First writ is habeas corpus, which means produce the body. This writ is used when a person is illegally detained. The court commands the authority to present the detained person before the court. It is the strongest safeguard of personal liberty. Mandamus. The next writ is mandamus, which means we command. It is issued by a court to a public official who has failed or refused to perform a duty. Through mandamus, the court directs that official to carry out the duty assigned to them. Certiorari. Certiorari means to be certified. This writ is issued by a higher court to a lower court or tribunal. It is usually to either transfer a case or quash an order of the lower court. Certiorari acts as a check on judicial or administrative actions. Quo warranto. Quo warranto means by what authority. This writ is used to question the legality of someone holding a public office. The court asks the person to show the legal authority under which they occupy that office. It prevents misuse of public positions. Prohibition. The last writ is prohibition, which means to forbid. This writ is issued by a higher court to stop a lower court or tribunal from acting beyond its jurisdiction. It prevents judicial bodies from overstepping their powers. To summarize, India has 6 fundamental rights. Article 21, 21A and 32 play a central role. Citizens can enforce their rights through PILs and writs. The 5 writs ensure accountability and the protection of the constitutional rights. Fundamental rights are essential for ensuring justice, equality, and personal liberty in our democracy. Okay, thank you.